Knight c6, developing a minor piece into the middle of the board and defending the e5 pawn. This way you're responding to your opponent's threat and developing. A lot of beginners try this opening out. Queen h5, bishop c4, and you see white's threat here? White wants to play queen takes f7, checkmate. This is called a fool's mate. So with black now, you have to defend the mate. The best way is to defend the mate in a manner that will allow you to continue with your development. Here there are a lot of moves. You can play g6, blocking the queen's attack on f7, attacking the queen, and also preparing what's called a fianchetto of the black bishop. This is a fianchetto. The bishop goes to g7. Black can continue then, knight f6 for example, and then castling kingside. This is a very stable, well-protected king position. If you play g6, let's say your opponent plays queen f3. Remember, no mechanical thinking. I just showed you want to play bishop g7 to fianchetto your bishop, but here your opponent is threatening f7 again, so you defend it. Knight f6. The knight is defended by your queen on d8. Your next move will be bishop g7. Now white's queen is moved twice in the opening, and it's exposed on f3. Black has a very good position because white tried to trap it. Your next move will be bishop g7, castle to safety, and black has a great game. More development. In this position, you could also defend on f7 by playing queen e7. True, you've developed your queen early in the game, but your queen is much less exposed than your opponent's. Let's say that white were to play a3, a meaningless move in the side of the board, but beginners will play this way. Develop with tempo. What should black play now? Excellent work. Knight f6 is the best move, centralizing the knight and attacking the white queen. Let's say white plays queen h3. Now black can win a piece. Do you see how? That's not the best move. d5, a discovered attack. The bishop on c8 goes after the queen on h3, and the d5 pawn is attacking the bishop on c4. Good work. So white brought out his queen too early, and black took advantage. Whenever your opponent plays strangely, like white did in this example, you should keep a sharp lookout for his threats while playing according to the principles. Remember, stop your opponent's ideas and continue with yours. Take a look at this position. Do you think bishop c5 or knight e7 is better for black? Excellent work. It turns out that bishop c5 is best, because it develops and allows for future development. Let's take a look at what would happen with the other move. After knight e7, black has blocked in the bishop on f8, and so the knight will have to move again to keep on bringing out pieces, and this violates the principle of moving a piece only once in the opening. Okay, so the principles we just discussed are all you need to know about the openings. Now let's move on to the real chess.